to the street. APAC Radio. Keep it locked.
Greetings, massive greetings. Welcome to season 4 of Atlanta's top-rated Caribbean podcast, the Island Heat radio show podcast right here on APAC Radio. We are your hosts, DJ SuperPEC.
And I'm Lady Laleebella. Can you hear me all right, everyone out there in TV land?
We hear you. We got a little crackle, but we're hearing you.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, good. We're going to work on that.
All right, sounds great. Now, this episode is brought to you, as always, by our sponsors, APAC Media. APAC Media is a full-service creative video and photo production company specializing in podcasting, multi-camera recording, and live streaming. You can contact them via email at info@apapmedia.com. We say thank you to our sponsors, APAC Media, every time.
Absolutely. Thank you so much to our sponsors. And of course, we have our All Things Caribbean Trivia coming up in just a moment. We're also going to discuss music, culture, trending topics, and interviews with the island movers and shakers.
That is right. That's right. And of course, at the top of the hour, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be counting down the top 10 songs here in Atlanta by our own Caribbean artists who are based here in the ATL.
Fantastic. Well, we'll go ahead and share with you what the theme is for tonight's episode, which is Women's History Month 2025.
Yes, indeed.
We're going to be saluting the queens and all of the women who make life worth living.
Hey, who make it possible. You can't. We would not be here if not for the women. Okay, so thank you, ladies.
Absolutely. And Women's History Month is amazing. International Women's Day was on Saturday. And this is an annual observance that takes place to highlight the contributions of women and those in history and contemporary society. It's celebrated in the March of the United States and United Kingdom, as well as Australia. It's corresponding with the March 8th International Women's Day date. And it corresponds with the celebration of Persons Day on October 18th in Canada.
Big up to Canada.
Would you like to take it over?
I just gotta say, shout outs to Canada. You know, I'm not at war with Canada. Not a physical war, not a trade war, no kind of war. Okay, I just want to say big up to all our Canadian listeners. All right. We go keep it peaceful. We just bring in the heat. All right, the island heat. That's it. Now in 1987, after being proclamation by the National Women's, by being permissioned by the National Women's History Project, Congress passed Proposition L 100-9, which designated the month of March in 1987 as Women's History Month. Between 1988 and 1994, Congress passed additional resolutions requesting and authorizing the president to proclaim March of each year as Women's History Month. Since 1988, U.S. presidents have issued annual proclamations designating the month of March as Women's History Month on the occasion. The President Commission of Celebration of Women's History in America recently sponsored hearings and many parts of the country. The Women's Progress Commission will soon conduct hearings to promote interest in preserving areas that are relative to American women's history. Some of the groups promoting this interest in the state's historical societies, women's organizations, and groups such as the Girl Scouts of America. On March 7, 2025, President Trump signed the executive order declaring March as Women's History Month. So I already thought it was just like an automatic thing. So you got to actually every year the president has to actually sign it into proclamation to make it official. So, this year we're good. We still had Women's History Month in March as Trump signed the executive order. So we'll see what happens next year.
Very interesting, especially in light of everything that's taking place here in America, and not only politically, but on the community front. So we have to continue to advocate for women and women's rights in many ways, not just in reproductive ways, but also in the workplace and in the household, as well as in all places of business. We need things to be accessible to women who are in situations that are not your typical situations. And it is months like Women's History where we're able to highlight and bring to the attention that some women are so marginalized in these public places and places of work.
This is true. And I'm definitely, I vote for equality and equity, So, like I said, women are the backbone of civilization itself. We would not be here but for the mothers who brought us all. So thank you once again, women. And it's up to the fellas to make sure that we do our part to observe. And we've got to also make sure we support and we defend women and the rights and make sure that in history that continues to go down with the great things and accomplishments that women have done. So thank you very much. I salute you women once again. You get a full month. Yeah.
Yes, we do. Well deserved. And of course, as I had mentioned, International Women's History Day was amazing. And also there were a lot of things that we're touching on. Like I stated, rights, women opening up and putting out new books and doing new releases, just to be able to promote that woman empowerment across the world.
Indeed. So, for our All Things Caribbean trivia today, I wanted to kind of come up with something that would honor women, right? And when I came up with this one, I said, you know what? I would just designate this. If there's any drink that would be, to me, the female drink, right? This is one of those drinks, right? So today's All Things Caribbean trivia, where we test your knowledge to see how much you know about the Caribbean. All right, today's trivia question is, which Caribbean island claims to be the birthplace of the piña colada? Is it
A, Puerto Rico?
Go ahead.
B, Dominican Republic? C, St. Martin? Or D, Cuba? Now, I'm just going to throw my guess out there. I'm going to say Puerto Rico because I think that it is a staple here in the United States. So the reason why so many Americans know about the pina colada is because Puerto Rico is a territory.
I think it's Cuba because I just think it's Cuba. Right?
Good guess. We know it's a Spanish-oriented island or country, so right. I think you're warm.
Yeah. And they got those little umbrellas, those little that you put in the top of the drink. Yeah, Cuban. I don't know. When I see that, I just think Cuban. All right. So I tell you what.
It's all about the details.
I tell you what. We gonna let people go ahead and Google or call a friend or try to see if you can come up with the answer to that trivia question. Let's jump into a little bit of music, Lady Laleebella. How's that sound?
Sounds good. Start the mix.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, right about now, you are in tune to the Island Heat Radio Show podcast, Atlanta's #1, right here on APAP Radio, yo. We are your hosts, DJ SuperPEC.
And I'm Lady Laleebella. Let's start the music, man.
New music from the voice of Jesse Royal. This one called Those Days.
Lord, I miss those days when we'd walk hand in hand. You used to make me feel like the only man. The only man in this world that could make that kitty purr. The only man for you, but I guess that wasn't true. Staring out the window, thinking to myself, is it possible possible to love someone else with this view? Lord knows I feel blue. Thinking about the times we had, the love we shared, the good and bad, melting ice. Still holding on to your life. Lord, I miss those days when we'd walk hand in hand.
Best of the best.
You
Pull up and come again. This one's so nice, I had to play it twice. This is that good reggae music, man. That's the chill vibes right here.
Lord, I miss those days when we'd walk hand in hand. You used to make me feel like the only man, the only man in this world that could make that kitty purr, the only man for you. But I guess that wasn't true. Staring out the window, thinking to myself, is it possible to love someone else with this view? Lord knows I feel blue. Thinking about the times we had, the love we shared, the good and bad, melting ice. Still holding on to your lies. Lord, I miss those days when we'd walk hand in hand. You used to make me feel like the only man.
So many people love me, as far as eyes can see. Voices inside my head still tell me no one cares for me. I'm still praying heaven, cause I could never look at how I've been a villain in someone else's book. And I've been afraid to no one, not even to myself. I keep ignoring symptoms of my failing mental health. I'm surrounded by dissension. Swear it's not
Her name is Kelly Shane.
stuck in a dream and I wanna
Roller Coaster is the name of the song.
stand attention. I've been on my roller coaster just when I thought, yeah, I'd get lost in my emotion. Can I keep losing myself?
Life.
As we enter new music from the man himself, Luther and Fire. This is called That's Life.
Left for pride, defeat is victory in disguise. Hey. Sometimes you lose but you can't let go. Count your losses, one push on through. For that's life. Got to be true to yourself and things will come true. Rich last week, now you broke out the road. Never did I keep anything but your soul. That's life. Yeah, yeah. Now the death is all on you. Plus straight and cheese, then you jump and jack. You see anywhere the sugar, then you a figure for. From you hear the money language, you know the grammar. The illiterate warrior, them go take up the hammer. So me, big up the rest of sell jelly, coconut, mama, pigeon and a gold. So we ma figure for that. Still a little the key and it never sell a shop. So how force ripe for the cream and the crop. They be overreacted. Rise and fall. Sometimes you lose, sometimes you gain. You want to start, sometimes you lose, but you can't let go. Count your losses, one push on through. For that's life. Got to be true to yourself and things will come true. Rich last week, now you broke out the road. Never did I keep anything but your soul. That's life. Yeah. Now the death is all on you. Even though it's hard out the road and things, you have to work and save something. Be the exception to the rules and win. Many survive every day right through thick and thin. Stand up in your comfort zone and take a selfie, post it around and show them the success and your crown. You can't live your life a material clout. They be overreacted. Rise and fall. Sometimes you lose, sometimes you gain. You want to stay sometimes you
It's the voice of Agent Sask alongside Jesse Royal, So High.
I just wanna get high. So high, so high, so high, so high, so high. I said I just wanna get high. So high, so high.
mean I wanna get high. Meditation where you above, ready planes fly. In the school of life and I don't really wanna get by. So I know back woman up when you hear me say me great. I the rascal say yes I naturally. Hey, what you know?
It's the Island Heat Radio Show podcast. Bringing you that heat from yard to the streets.
I just wanna get a high, so high, so high, so high, so high, so high. I said I just wanna get a high, so high, so high, so high, so high.
Are you gonna?
So high.
Hey, follow me. When I say I wanna get high, I mean I wanna get high. Meditation where you above, ready planes fly. In the school of life and I don't really wanna get by. So I know back woman up when you hear me say me great. I the rascal say yes I naturally. Me nah make no stress. I chilling in the valley, remember the almighty place. I nah mixing on the valley, never snap, nothing on me, never pop no molly still.
I just wanna get a high, so high, so high, so high, so high. I said I
Just wanna, yeah. I'll tell you what, Jesse Royal, Agent Sasko, that's a big combination right there. Really feeling that one. So high. Keeping the heat right here, coming at you on the Island Heat Show. DJ SuperPEC alongside.
Laleebella, and I'm ready to give you guys the answer for tonight's trivia question.
All right, let's see if they got it right.
So we're going to pop the question right back on the screen one more time for those who missed it. We're asking the Caribbean island that is the birthplace of the piña colada. If you didn't know, that means a chilled pineapple. Is it A, Puerto Rico, B, Dominican Republic, C, St. Martin, or D, Cuba? It's not Cuba, unfortunately, Peck. I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
Dominican Republic doesn't take it either, and St. Martin, not quite, but Puerto Rico, absolutely. It's Puerto Rico. The answer for tonight's trivia is the home of the delicious pina colada topped with a cherry is Puerto Rico. Delicioso. Absolutely. Now, you know the pina colada from pineapple, and colada, meaning strained, is a cocktail made with rum, cream of coconut, and pineapple juice. It can be blended, shaken, and a little stir. Of course, it's garnished with either a pineapple wedge or a machino cherry. The drink originated in Puerto Rico, and the earliest folk tale states that in the 16th century, Puerto Rican pirate Roberto Cofresi boost the morale of his crew, gave them a beverage or a cocktail that contained coconut, pineapple, and white rum. This is what would be later known as the pina colada. And in 1978, this Puerto Rican drink proclaimed the cocktail to be the official national beverage.
Wow. Okay. So now, what am I wrong by saying that is a lady's drink? What,
It was a pirate's drinks first.
I'm just saying. Pina colada is like, right? It's the fruit drink with the little, thing. Come on, Mr. P, put the picture back up. For
It's been
National
marketed now
Women's
to be more of a female drink. but
National Women's
obviously-
Month, right? It's a National History Month, and I think the pina colada. I don't think I lose any points for saying that's a female drink. Big up to any fellas that like a pina colada. I mean, no,
swashbuckling pirate.
maybe in the 1800s, right? But I don't know. But yeah. So there you have it. Puerto Rico, big up yourselves. I like rum, so any drink you make that's got rum in it is gonna be all right with me. Yeah.
And a bottle of rum. I think people are finally starting to recuperate from last week's festivities at Carnival. Some people probably went home with a little bit of a migraine, but I'm happy for all of those who were able to enjoy themselves.
Not if you did it
take
right.
part in the fete.
Not if-
Well, we're gonna have to take a lesson or two from SuperPEC. How you mean?
Hey, listen, I'm an old veteran, all right? In fact, I've retired from the 50 days, unlike some other veterans who are still doing that thing real big and strong, you know. So we're gonna get into it a little bit more, you know. Like the carnival season has officially kicked off, right? Trinidad has had its carnival, and we're gonna talk a little bit more. We're gonna do a little recap of that, and we're gonna get into some stuff about Atlanta Carnival coming up. You know how we do it. Memorial Weekend is the only place to be in the ATL. I like to call it Colorgasm Weekend. You're right. Where they also have the carnival. And big up to one carnival. Yeah. One
Big up to
carnival.
our people walk, wine, run.
There you go. Wine walk run. You say we gonna talk about them in a little bit too. But let's go ahead and tell the people what news we have coming from the MP's desk this week.
Of course, the beautiful Babsy Grange has sent her well wishes and stated a happy International Women's Day to the Jamaican women who bring their special perspective, intelligence, talent, creativity, and diligence, as well as resilience and hard work to every role that they undertake. Well said. We encourage and affirm, protect, and show respect to the love and appreciation of all women. On the 4th of March, the minister announced the members of the Sexual Harassment Tribunal. Now, this is an announcement made by the post cabinet press briefing at Jamaica House. The tribunal was chaired by the Retirement Court of Appeal Judge Mr. Ferdinand Algernon Smith. Now, the two deputy chairs, Miss Indira Prashad and Mrs. Karen Campbell Basco, are establishing under the Sexual Harassment Protections and Prevention Act to determine this tribunal as a place where individuals can come and make complaints and to also provide awards to those who are upholding the law. Minister Green said that all workplaces in Jamaica should now have their sexual harassment policies in place. The policies must be brought to the attention of each worker, client, student, resident, ward, inmate, patient, or member of the organization. And any workplace or institution that fails to be compliant and implement this policy will face sanctions in the future.
All right. Well, no, that's great. If you work here in the
Standing
States,
on business.
that's like one of the first things you do when you get hired. You got to do the sexual harassment training, and you got to sign off and make sure that that the federal law and all that is you understand what the rules
That's
are.
right.
Thing are. So
That's
I
right.
know in Jamaica we probably got quite a long way to go on that journey. Unfortunately, I'm assuming. But I'm glad to know things like this are in place, and I hope, as it says, that hopefully all the businesses are now compliant, and the workplace is a safe place for all women.
Well, they certainly have their hands full across the region and around the world. I think this is something that is an initiative that should be taking place in all workplaces around the world. The world has a long way to go as far as women's rights and equality and things of that nature, but we're drawing closer with forms of media, press, as well as celebrations such as this one that highlights what needs to be changed for the future.
Amen. Big up to that. Yeah. Hey, we gotta talk about it. Let people know, right? We're here to educate and also entertain. Have a
And
good time.
uplift.
Yes,
Absolutely.
that's what it is, right? Remember, Island Heat told you to. Okay. All right. So we're mentioning the Trinidad Carnival recap real quick. Since last week's episode, for those who didn't see it, you can go and check it out on the APAP Media YouTube channel and on the Island Heat YouTube channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell. So as we post new content and we have daily shorts coming out, you can get all of the updates. All right. So make sure you also share it with your friends. Don't be greedy and keep all the good stuff to yourself. Yeah. Share it with your friends. Okay.
Which is right.
So Carnival last week, Marshall Montano did it again. He's always making history. And I can tell you when people were talking, complaining about Bob Marley winning the Grammy again. I don't know how if you compare, as Marshall in soca world, he's the king of soca, like Bob is the king of reggae, right? I don't know if they can stop Michelle from winning trophies, though, because the man has just tied Lord Kitchener for the 11th Road March win. Plus, he also took home his first ever Chutney Soca Monarch. Last year, he did the Calypso Monarch. I mean, the man is a beast. It's like if he's going into your category in the soca competitions, you might as well go ahead and you know, what is it? The second place speech, you know, conciliatory speech. You got to get that ready because Michel Montano is a beast doing his thing. So congratulations to him for that big win. Missing from the competition this year were two big stars, Lady Laleebella.
Bungie Garland and Faye Lyons, a king and queen in their own right, made a decision to step away based on some remarks by a Tuco employee hinting at a Michelle Montano victory. So, I think that these two have made great appearances across the diaspora, not only in Trinidad and Tobago, but showing up on the music scene as well. So even though they are sorely missed, we are so looking forward to great music in coming years, as well as seeing them on the road again soon.
I think there's going to be another little civil war, and then we're going to have another banger when the unity happens again. Another big song like Family, you know. Yeah, you know. I don't know, you know. It was, the piece was nice, but I also liked when the big artists kind of rumble, you know. It's like, you know, soca version of Clash, you know.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Give Michelle a run for her money.
Right. Now, also, we got to say shout outs to the Republic Bank Exodus Steel Orchestra with section leader for 3 cellos, which is, where are we? Giles Williams, who celebrated the massive Panorama victory. So congratulations to them. For all of my steel pan fans out there, you know. And I remember the steel pan is the only instrument created in Trinidad. New instrument created in the 21st century, created in Trinidad and Tobago. Like I said, we at the table, we got to educate y'all as well. Let y'all know, all right? Putting y'all on. Now, shout outs to Blacka Dan also, who took home the ultimate soca champion, who won 1 million Trinidad and Tobago prize money. Do the conversion for us, Lady Laleebella. I want to know how much he really got. All right. I say how much he really got. Like if Trini money don't matter. But congratulations to Blacka Dan on the win for the Soca Ultimate Soca champion for the Soca Monarch hit. For the Road March win this year. So let's go ahead and give them a little bit of what that sounds like, since it's the brand new champion. All right, this is Blacka Dan right here on the Island Heat Radio Show. We are your host, DJ SuperPEC.
And Lady Laleebella, let's give them the song.
See my ex with a new man, feel like she new burn. We inside a session, party kicking up hard. She put up, she 2-1, winding back on the man. You think I give a damn? You're mad. The day you leave me, the day you leave, I started to see my way. When you hurt me, I went away. What I thought was a tragedy was a blessing. The day you up and leave was a blessing. A blessing. I'm feeling so blessed. Oh yes, when you leave was a blessing. A blessing. Hands up high, I'm riding low. I'm glad you go. Like I never happy before. Hands up high, I'm riding low. I'm glad you go. I don't want to know more. Walk out the gate, all of the good you create. Like I start to elevate. Walk out the gate, and no debate. Life gets straight and great like you was the way. So glad I procrastinate. Look on my right hand, amputate. I remember the date, not cause I hate.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I stated, not that to state. The day
Lady Laleebella, brother. You know what I love about it? We can party, we can have a good time, and we can also give praise at the same time. Yeah, you know, we can. It's always gratitude is a must, right? And there's nothing wrong with expressing the blessings, you know.
Great way of saying it. I could have said it any better myself. Praise and worship go hand in hand. So you have to move your body, you have to feel good about yourself. And that gratitude is just icing on top of the cake.
Is really, really playing mass. You understand? Now, when it comes around the lines of Soca, right, and Carnival, and Atlanta, right, there are certain big brands that go along with that. When you think of Memorial Day here in the ATL, right, historically, we have our big bands, yeah? And
we do.
We are honored to have, for the first time on the Island Heat Show, one of those big bands is right here in the building. And I want to say welcome, the man himself, Father Jinx, from King Apocalypse Sound, and representing the Reggaematic Soca Mass Band for Carnival right here in the ATL. Big up, Father Jinx. Welcome to the program, my brother.
Good night, everybody. Bless up, bless up. Thanks for having me. You know what I mean?
Yo.
Always a pleasure.
Definitely, man. Listen, I appreciate you taking the time to come through, you know, because they tell us that we don't represent, or no, I won't say we. They say SuperPEC don't represent enough for the soca side of things. I mean, you know? Now, it's a lie, but, you know, it's a big, ugly, vicious rumor, you know. But I just wanted to make sure we clear the ear, right? I'm a massive soca fan. I'm a massive Caribbean culture fan. And the thing about the Reggaematic Mass is you're a unique mass for Carnival in that in the name it says it all, Reggaematic.
Right.
So where Carnival is traditionally soca, and you have the soca trucks going down, you are the reggae dance hall truck, right?
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it. So, you know, if you're from New York, I'm not from New York, but I've been to New York for Labor Day back when it was, you know, great. You know, because you know about Labor Day more than me in the prime time. You probably were still living in New York that times, right?
Yep.
So you
Eastern Parkway,
right? So Massive B used to always have the dancehall truck,
right?
You know, and on that truck, really, they would play whatever they wanted to play. It was always a mixture of music, but the vibe was that there was that one truck that if you just wanted to hear whatever without any limitation, so it could be dancehall, could be soca, could be whatever it is at the time.
Right.
That was a truck where you could kind of get that vibe. So I think when it comes to Reggaematic, that's kind of the spirit we were trying to encapsulate for Atlanta Carnival. So it's not that some people feel like, if I jump with Reggaematic, it's just going to be like Sizzla and Bujan. It's like, no, we play a lot of soca music.
Right, yes.
But we also play Afro beats. We also play, Spanish music. We play, dancehall, reggae, of course. We play all of the up-tempo, high-energy stuff that you would expect on the road, but we don't have to limit ourselves so we're not playing the same music, for hours. You know what I mean? We're not playing the same 20 songs, over and over and over. That's not, you're going to get a variety of music, but you will hear every song you want to hear. So all of the hot 2025, soca songs, Road March, all of these things, you're going to hear that.
Okay.
But you're also going to hear, the latest, high-energy dancehall song. You're going to also hear the latest Afro beats,
okay,
up-tempo, I'm a piano, whatever. We're free to play whatever we want. We don't have any musical restrictions. So I think that's what people find appealing about our band is that, it's not limited to just soca. We play everything.
Now, was it initially embraced because, because of it? So I know there's those traditionalists.
Oh, nah, it's not. We still get a fight, you know what I mean? Because, you have people that, and, my family is from Tobago. So, I'm familiar with I grew up in the culture. So you have people that, and it's understandable that they just feel like when it's carnival time is just about mass, it's about, soca music.
Right.
And, to be honest with you, soca music is designed for the road. Like you can't fight that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But at the same time, now it's 2025, the audience that we have here is a mix of people that grew up in America, frankly, and they're used to hearing a variety of music. Because even if you think about it, Peck, when we first started DJing, right, we used to be able to play dancehall all night.
Right.
Maybe a little bit of souls, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then eventually it kind of changed and it kind of grew to now, the average party that you play, dancehall party, you got to play everything. You got to play soca in these parties. You got to play Afrobeats in these parties. You definitely have to play hip hop.
Yeah.
So it's no longer just, the people of today, the audience of today, in our estimation, is not just, they're not just like limited to, well, I only have to hear this. You have the purists that are like that, but I feel like there's a lot more people, or there's an audience of people that really want to hear everything.
Yeah.
So you definitely want to hear soca. It's not like you just want to go on the road and hear reggae and I hear soca. Like that doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Don't go to a carnival.
Right, and don't
if
expect it. Yeah,
soca.
you know what I mean? But it's just a thing where I feel like the variety helps, because even if you go to these, like I remember one time I went to a soca brainwash in Miami for Carnival. And I want to tell you, when the man played the last 15 minutes and threw on some dancehall, it's like the place just wake up.
Yeah.
And it's not because the people that was there just, are that big of dancehall fans, but sometimes the variety just gives you that breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Especially
Change your energy.
Right, especially when you heard the top song 5 times for the night. You know what I mean? So it's just, that's just what, it's entertainment. It's just a vibe. And yeah, although, you're going to always have the purists that feel like, dancehall and reggae music doesn't belong. At the end of the day, to us, it's one Caribbean.
Right.
So, we celebrate in Caribbean culture, so there should be a place for it. And that's not to the exclusion of any other islands, you know what I mean? It's just we're trying to just bring it all together and play everything, you know what I mean? So that's just our mission still,
Now, when I say one of the big bands, now, how many years now has it been that Reggaematic
that's a good
has
question.
been on the road?
I want to say, man, I might get this wrong. I want to say it was 2018. But then, of course, we had the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been, probably like 2 years I think we took off. But basically since 2018. But really, Reggaematic really started just having like a little setup in Carnival in the village.
I was just about to say, what you talking about 2018?
Yeah, so when you talk about
I know about the Reggaematic setup where everybody was down there in the Carnival Village.
So that's from 2000. So
okay.
So originally, because we used to have the show on WREK 91.1 at Georgia Tech.
Right.
We were able to be a part of the Carnival Village entertainment at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when the Carnival was downtown and all that. So we were doing that for years first.
Yes.
And then, of course, when the Carnival split, we went with the east side. We had to go with the community. You know what I mean? So we came to that side there, you know what I mean? And then at that point, we did it 1 year, but, they were a little bit more on the purist side. And they were like, well, really, honestly speaking, we don't really want to have what you guys are doing with the reggae and stuff competing with, because even then.
So wait, so the East Side Carnival.
Yeah.
They fight out Reggaematic.
They did. They really did.
Okay, I just want to make sure we get to that
They
clear.
really
Okay.
did. They really did. They was like, we can't have you guys doing this dancehall thing because, whatever. Even though it's the same thing, we play everything.
Right.
That was the vibe, but it was just like they were like, no, it's got to be straight soca, and really and truly, your thing has gotten so big it competes with the stage. So you'll have people that just won't come to the stage to watch the artists because they would just rather chill out where you guys are and just listen to music. And, and then, we had artists passing through. We had Beanie, we had Bounty, we had, man, there's TOK. There's so many artists that if they're in town, the word just got out that, yo, that motherfucker Kakana, what am I playing? And so the artists would just, artists that's not booked for the stage, but just happened to be in town for shows and stuff, would just be passing through.
You became Atlanta's Massive B.
Yeah, kind of. But that was kind of like, the inspiration that we got. But it was like, nah, we can't have that. So, but it was like, if you go on the road, we can't stop you. Yeah. So I think that they said that because they didn't think that we would actually go on the road. And it was like, oh, word? Okay, well, then we just put the part of our truck up and just do what we got to do. You know what I mean? So that was 2018, when we decided to try out for that. And then, here we are now,
Yeah. Lady Laleebella.
Hi there. How you doing
Hey.
tonight?
How you doing? Good night.
I'd
Good
love
night.
to know more. Good to see you. I'd love to hear more about your experience with dealing with the female side of your clientele and how you're able to get the women to get out get in their mass attire and get there and dancing out there on the road.
I mean, the thing about it, and this is just, I have to say this from a male perspective, but the thing about it now is, to me, I feel like every female, when they see the women in the costumes, there's like a certain, almost like a beauty pageant kind of vibe to it, where I think every woman looks at those costumes and is like, wow, I want to put on a costume like that and get my face, made up and just be beautiful and, be going down the road and everybody's watching me because, I really believe that that's a thing, that I think women just immediately kind of identify with. So if you're a part of the culture, then you've been seeing that since you were small. Right. So, you have your kids, you take them to Kiddies Carnival, you put on a little costume, so you grow up in it. Right, but for the people that, probably, the people that tend to support Reggaematic are people that might not have necessarily been like grown up with Carnival like that, but at the same time, because of social media now and stuff, they get to see it. Right. And they have a curiosity about it. So I think that kind of gives them a lane to say, okay, well, I can still get to hear, all kinds of music because I might not necessarily have that bias towards it just got to be soca because I didn't grow up that way. Right. But I want to put on a costume and I want to go on the road and I want to feel sexy. And, once the music on that big truck is beating, the rum and,
the vibes is the vibes.
You know what I'm saying? Like once the vibes take you, then you're going to just automatically start the party. It's just energy. Yeah. You can't help yourself. You know what I mean? So, but I honestly think from a female perspective, really for every band, anybody that's not familiar with the culture, when they see, other women in those costumes, especially, you see women of every size in shape and color and everything in a costume. So it's like you can find something that fits your body type, right, and you can still feel beautiful in it and feel free, and nobody's going to judge you. We don't care if you weigh 500 pounds or 75 pounds. Come on the road, somebody's going to jam upon you. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's just, people see that, it's like they just want to be a part of it. So I think that's like the selling part.
Hey, come fling the waist. Yeah,
that's it.
Vibes are contagious. Yeah. So, hey, if I was somebody that wanted to get started today, is it too late? When is the launch? Has it already launched? How can somebody participate even if they can't get a costume this year?
Okay, so we have a couple of different things happening. So the launch was a virtual launch, so that happened last month. We have a website, www.reggaematicatl.com. So everything, all the costumes at different price points are out there. You still have plenty of time to pick one. And, of course, you can do like payment plans and all kind of stuff. We try our best to make it as affordable as possible because, that's the other thing is, a lot of people that aren't familiar with the culture, when they see the cost of like those frontline costumes, they're like, boy.
Well, let's do that. I was just about to say, I want to really break it down because with this show, the thing is, we're not going to assume that anybody already knows and understand, right? We want to educate them about the culture, all right? So when you're joining a mass band, right? Now, and correct me if I'm incorrect, right? So there's going to be different sections. Then each section has different costume for each section.
That's correct. So you would have, what you normally would have is you would have what they call the front line, which is going to be like the more high-end costume.
And this front line is because they're in the front of the line, or is that?
That's usually what happens because, when the band's organized on the road, you tend to want to have the people with the most extravagant, elegant costumes with the feathers and everything kind of leading. Right. And then behind them, you would have what they call the back line, which are going to still be pretty fancy costumes, but they just won't be as extravagant. Okay. They might not have the big, ridiculous feathers, drag it to the ground and all these other kind of things, but it's still going to be a very pretty costume. Okay. So you tend to have, sections like that. So you would have your front line. You might even have an ultra front line, which will only be like probably 3 to 5 people, depending on the size of your band, would even have. Okay. Super custom, very, if you really want to look like a star and you're willing to pony up the money, you get yourself an ultra frontline costume. You definitely, everybody's going to be watching you. You know what I mean? So you tend to have that. That's frontline, and then backline would be more of the, just like I'm just going to say like second tier. And it's really just about how elegant the costume is. Okay. So the frontline costumes are very fancy, some of them, when you look at the women, you try to figure out how to even put that thing on, because it's just, somebody's making it by hand and all that. Right. Well, all the costumes tend to be made by hand, but yeah, it's just a lot more craftsmanship that goes into the front line
design and engineering.
Right, versus the back line. And then, we'll usually also have, or bands would normally have, like what they call a curvy section. Mm-hmm. So, if a woman feels like I want to go on the road, but I want something, that's more covering, because I'm not really trying to have everything outside, then, you have those costumes and so on and so forth. So, yeah, you tend to have tiers, but the tiers really only deal with the extravagance of the costume. Other than that, the experience is identical as far as like, the food that you get, you get fed breakfast and lunch, you get the unlimited drinks, you get, the goodie bag with all of the stuff in it. So the only real difference is really just how much money do you want to spend and how extravagant do you want your costume to be, and those kind of set the price points. Okay, that kind of define.
How many sections or costumes do you all have for Reggaematic?
We have, I want to say there's 3. We have 3 different sections for this year. I can't think of the names right now. Because I'm kind of mixing it up with Juve, because Juve is another thing. You know what I mean? That's totally separate from the carnival that we also offer as well.
So the theme this year is Sankofa, right? A journey through time, as we look back to where we've been in order to embrace our future.
That's right.
All right. So that's the theme for this year, and I'm assuming the designs then kind of bring that to life.
Right. So, the thing is we usually try to do something that is, a little Afrocentric, you know what I mean? So that's usually the vibe, like from the colors that we choose and stuff like that. So you'll find, the costumes tend to kind of have those, like the very first year we went with like red, gold, and green. And, we try to use colors to kind of give that kind of Afrocentric kind of feel, because, although we're welcoming to, any culture, every community, as far as carnival, at the end of the day, it is still a Afro-Caribbean, at least that's the vibe that we're on. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where the themes that we have, like you said, you want to kind of entertain, and you also kind of want to educate, you know, and you kind of want people to kind of get exposed, and if they decide to look it up or, decide to kind of research a little bit more and dig into it, then they might discover and, learn about some of the heroes from the various islands in the Caribbean and whatnot. So, yeah.
Okay, all right. We can dig it, definitely. Lady Laleebella.
Just to wrap up, I know I mentioned the women because it's Women's History Month, but I also want to know about the guys. What can the guys look forward to on the road besides all the wonderful women they're going to be around?
I mean, to be honest with you, the women are really the main attraction. Most of the men don't really care that much about like what their costume looks like and all that per se. They'll still have a level of extravagance to match the female costumes depending on the section they're in and stuff like that. But, at the same time, to any men that are interested, I would say that it's worth it, because the costumes for men are usually much cheaper than the female ones. That's number one. So you can participate, and it doesn't really have to, the investment is not the same. And I mean, like, the ratio of women to men it's ridiculous. It's like probably 10 to 1 or higher. And it's just because, like,
chime in on everything.
Yeah. And it's just because, like I was saying earlier, women are the ones that really see the costumes and really get caught up in the fascination with, just wanting to be beautiful and just, just release and just be able to just be themselves and have fun on the road, So as a man, you just sign up to just, do your part and take part of it and just go out there, behave yourself, but have a good time. Right. So, but yeah, we have, options for the men as well. So, you could definitely find something if you go in there with your wife or your girlfriend or whatever, you know what I mean? You can't find something on the side to just get a costume and get in your section and do what you do, nothing around.
There you go. Equality.
Yeah, we got something for everybody, man. Something for everybody.
So, for the history now of Atlanta Carnival, as you mentioned, there was 2 carnivals at one time.
Yeah.
All right. It is back to 1 carnival, all right, currently. How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, that's a very political question you just asked me still. But, I mean, all in all, I think that, everything worked out the way it was supposed to work out. That's just how life is kind of set. You know what I mean? And I really like the fact that there's just 1 carnival, so that way, from the outside looking in, there's no confusion, Because I remember, growing up in South Florida, I remember when Miami had the carnival, and then Broward had their carnival up in Fort Lauderdale, and it was like people would come from in town and be confused as far as, what, do I go to Miami or do I go down to, you know,
especially same day,
same time. And then, you know, so it's like everybody just being in one place. I'm just glad that all of the bands were able to just kind of put aside whatever differences they may or may not have had. And everybody's just working together to just create one, you know, one great experience, you know? So to me, you know, it's always, sometimes you just have to sacrifice a little bit of your ego and stuff like that for the sake of unity. Because at the end of the day, all, you know, when we talk about carnival culture, like what we're doing is a labor of love still, you know what I mean? And it's really bigger than any individual band or person. So, you know, you have to keep that in mind, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm happy that it's just one.
I'm in full agreement. You
Unity.
know, unity. We're one Caribbean.
Exactly.
You know, our
And you need
numbers
the yin
have
and the
grown.
yang. It's the balance.
Yes. And personally, I've always believed the carnival should be in the city of Atlanta, as it's the you know the capital of the place, and that's the big city. You know, I think it shows that Caribbean people are here and we are representing and doing the thing. And I think we should be on display, the same place that if the Falcons won the Super Bowl or any teams, you know, they go down Peachtree, right? They get the main street, main route kind of thing. And I always believe in Caribbean people deserve the same as equal as and nothing less.
Yeah, I would agree. Now, it would be different if we had like a community like in New York, like a Eastern Parkway or Utica Ave, where it's like, you know, all the Caribbean people live here. Mm-hmm. In that case, I might say, well, you know what, it might not be bad to put the carnival there, because then those businesses would be able to benefit from all of those people descending on the community. But, you know, in Atlanta, Caribbean people are spread out everywhere. So really, like you said, the best thing is to have it right in the middle. Mm-hmm. It's the same 20-minute drive for everybody. And of course, it's like we're on the same level as all of these other people and all these other groups that do their thing. So it doesn't look like our thing is like our thing to smile up. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. So I'll go ahead and let everybody know how they can sign up with the band. Mm-hmm. All the information, everything that you need to let them know. Tell them how they can reach out and contact you guys.
Okay, so the best thing you can do, you can just go to www.reggaematicatl.com. All the information is there. We have all the costumes there. We also have a Juve on the Friday morning. And so we have packages for that. So for folks that might not want to necessarily spend the bigger money, you know, Juve is a lot cheaper. That's a paint and powder kind of thing. I like to call it the preclude, you know, the pre-warm up to colorgasm, you know what I mean? So, you know, you can kind of get both of those experiences, but Juve is a little different. Colorgasm is his own monster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't even really want to mix them. Big up the whole colorgasm team. You know, we always outside for that. That's one of my favorite events for the weekend. But, you know, we also have the Juve packages. And we have, of course, the different carnival packages. That's the Saturday. So you can do both. You can do either. You can also follow us on social media, Reggaematic ATL on Instagram. Look for Reggaematic ATL also on Facebook. And, just keep up with, you know, follow us on social media. We'll give you the latest as far as what we're doing. You know, if you decide to play mass with us, where you can pick up your costume, stuff like that, information on events. You know, we tend to get discounts on fets and things like that because, you know, as King AP, you know, we're usually playing the whole weekend. So, you know, it's just...
Well. King AP, one of the baddest sounds ever in the history of Atlanta, all right? When they say Hall of Fame, it's already up there, right?
I mean...
It's already up there, all right? He's going to try to be humble right now, but we have to think, right? 20-odd years. Let's just say it like that. 20-odd years.
Hold my time, man. Hold my time.
At the top of the game, right? Because let me tell you this, right? There's been a whole lot of people who play music in the state of Georgia, play Caribbean music in the state of Georgia, right? And not it's a handful of them who anybody at any given point could have said, yo, that's the baddest song in that place. And King AP is one of those songs that would have been in that conversation. And I tell you, it's a whole heap of them on the flyers nowadays that nobody ever called the name in that kind of conversation. All right, so I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah,
right?
I appreciate that.
From genre to genre, event to event. What do you want to say? Uptown, downtown, cross town, small island, big island, no matter the occasion or the event, King Apocalypse Sound has represented the ATL well. Big up my brother each and every time. Shout outs to Randy Fire and the whole team, because trust me, AP, your Atlanta columns, all right? Big up yourself, my brother.
Yeah, give thanks. I just want to say on that note, just big up to the whole Reggaematic team. Big up to Night Nurse, big up to Randy, big up to Chelsea, Mila, big up to everybody that supports the team. There's, it's not just myself or, just the people you normally see in the front. There's so many people that invest a lot of time and money and effort behind the scenes to just make everything run smooth. So definitely want to shout them out and just give thanks to them for supporting year to year. Again, like I said, it's a labor of love. And yeah, man, thanks for the kind words about King AP. With Dayon, just like yourself, man, we just love what we do and we just, let it evolve and let it take us wherever it's going to take us in music. You know what I mean? So, Reggaematic is where we at. This is another lane that we kind of going down right now. So, I'm just grateful for it all still.
Young black entrepreneurs, talented, doing the thing, all right? Yeah, King Apocalypse Sound System, ATL's own. This is Island Heat Show right here on APAP Media. We are your host, DJ SuperPEC.
And I'm Lady Laleebella. And as a true patron of beer vibes, I want to say thank you so much, Jinx, for appearing on the show
Definitely.
and
My pleasure.
featuring this interview. It's been a pleasure chatting with you.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you guys so much, man. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, brother. You're welcome. Now, we've got some great stuff happening here in the ATL. All right, coming up this Monday. We're all about R&B and bingo each and every Monday. We got Way Up Wednesdays each and every Wednesday. Chef Tony's Fish Fry each and every Wednesday. Gal Farm each and every Thursday. Like Glue every Friday. We got Island Party Vibes going down at the Royal Peacock each and every weekend. Retro every first Saturday. And we've got, of course, Sophisticated Saturdays every third Saturday, Memory Lane Sundays every Sunday, and Rum Punch Brunch every Sunday. That's the weekly
And some
lineup.
exclusive events. Oh, yeah. And some exclusive events that are also coming up on the 14th. We have It's Me or the Liquor. Mario Linkidem is another event, as well as the Swiss Lee Live event.
Swiss Lee is coming to ATL. They're having somebody get Swiss Lee a real shirt, all right? When he reached Atlanta, we don't want no belly skin, all right? I'm just saying, all right? Make sure the man has a full-length proper shirt on. We have to make sure, say, Atlanta represent proper, all right? We don't need the rumors, all right? It's already bad enough as it is, all right?
Oh, you mean? On the 15th, we have Cleopatra Yellow and Black.
Year to
the
year.
Atlanta Road and the Atlanta Road to Ioctane.
The
This is the
Ioctane
Cook
Clash, yes. I should have talked to Father Jinx about some Song Clash business. Yeah. Hey.
You're gonna have to invite him for another episode.
Definitely,
I know you
definitely.
guys could go talk about sound system culture all night. And then last but not least, on the 15th, we're doing Bliss Lounge with Lady Lava Live.
Wow, Lady Lava, the Soca in the building. Lady Lava, is that her first time here in the ATL?
I don't think so. I think she's been here before.
Okay. Also, we do have the annual Caribbean Awards that's coming up. It's the 4th annual awards coming up, so watch out for that one. We've got the Marcus Garvey lecture series that's coming up. This is the 2nd annual Marcus Garvey lecture series. That's on Tuesday, March 25th. And also, Rico Vibes celebrated his birthday last weekend. Couldn't make it out, unfortunately. I was also gigging on Saturday. So I got to say shout outs to everybody who celebrated a birthday over the weekend. All right, we're here at the top of the hour. Oh, Mr. P, I almost forgot. We got to mention that our tomorrow, make sure you tune in for our Speak Harmony episode tomorrow at 7 p.m. right here on APAP Media with our great friend Sharon Thompson. Make sure you tune in. The conversation is always great. The guests are always great. And tomorrow, we've got some Ghanaian royalty in the building, all right? So make sure you all tune in for that. Now, folks, we've gotten to the top of the hour, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here in the ATL. And you know what time that is, Lady Laleebella?
It's time for our Atlanta Caribbean Top 10 Countdown. Here in the ATL, we highlight the top 10 Caribbean artists based right here in the state of Georgia.
That is right. Now, I was in the process of, and I got to make sure that I did get the right version of this song because it's on the countdown, but there was not a radio-friendly version of the song, and so I had to make sure that we did the right thing and got the right version of it on. So because we don't have to have the babies going to bed having nightmares because of what the artist.
Thank you for the consideration of our audience.
Yeah, that's me right there. That I'm always thinking of the youngsters. The influential minds.
Massive is appreciative. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. We'll just go ahead and state what number 10 is for tonight.
We got
Jay
it. We
Prince
got it.
with-
Jay Prince,
Oh,
number
it's
10.
Diamond Girl. We're gonna give it to you. Go ahead. Take it away.
You got the body like a diamond. Now stop mesmerize, I man. So let me know if I can touch that thing with my hand. Give you something to climb on. Stay food in your world, not the dive on. If beat up, that is so better my plan. And you know I kill and all if it iron. You know I want it, get off it. Ask me, woman, your body good and you want it. So now pass me, shorty. Girl, your sound fluffy like pillow. Last man you left me here, so I kill you. Love to see when you're naked on video. 5-star up the places, man, bring your girlfriend. You know me, I'll fit your body. You have a flips in the world in a gal. Alone with dream when me dream, boy. I write song and sing, boy. I fuck now when me think, boy. You got the body like a diamond. Now stop mesmerize, I man. So let me know if I can touch that thing with my hand. Give you something to climb on. Stay food in your world and the dive on. If it beat us up, that's my plan. And you know I kill and all if it iron. Every time we move, it's like a movie. The memories live when you're not around. Oh, baby, I'm loving what it feels like inside. Your baby is so. Come and let me lock you down. Baby, when me tell you, say me love you, me not lie. If you ever left me, woulda make me kill 'em.
Yes, indeed. The voice of the man himself, Jay Prince, the Diamond. I like it. When he was on the program, he actually had gave us the exclusive of that. Here it is. He's been doing his things. He's been getting the spins. He's been getting the streams. The numbers are growing, and it has peaked the number 10 position this week on the countdown. So congratulations to Jay Prince each and every time. In the number 9 position this week is a big collab. This is Kenny Blessings featuring Imar Shepherd with Peer Pressure. And in the number 8 position this week, Imar Shepherd with Make It in the number 8 position this week, y'all. So let's take a listen to Imar Shepherd, Make It.
They never believe me. They never believe me. Oh, 7 figures. Big dreams, strategic plans is my resolution. Focus, work smart is the only solution. Discipline, meditate, that's how I keep the balance. Energy up frequency, man I feel winning this a Gideon. Remember me to tell you me I gonna make it. Remember me to tell you me I gonna make it. Without a doubt the battle has been won. Remember me to tell you me I gonna make it. The risk big but me take it. Without a doubt the battle has been won. I have worked on my weakness, trying to maximize my strength. Cause if you don't stand firm in this time, they will always try to make you bend. Remember me to tell you me I gonna make it. Remember me to tell you me I gonna make it. Without a doubt the battle has been won. Woo. Remember me to tell you me gonna make it. The risk big, but me take it. Without a doubt, the battle has been won.
That's the voice of Imar Shepherd right there in the number 8 position with Make It on the Atlanta Countdown this week, y'all. Big up, big up, big up every time, Imar Shepherd.
Send big up to the one named Kenny Blessing, always doing his thing. We love to hear the artists branch out and do new music. Here at the number 7 position, we have Kenny Blessing with Spread the Love.
Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. Love is love. Spread love. Now what? Say we're living in a world that sometimes feels so cold. Let's light the fire, let our hearts be bold. Every smile, every head we hold. Together we can break the mold. Spread the love, let it shine like the stars that light the night. Every word, every song, we can make this world feel right. Spread the love, let it shine. We don't need no crowd. Spread the love, spread the love. From the mountains to the ocean wide, let's share our dreams and let love be our guide. With open hearts, yeah, we'll stand side by side in this journey. Let's just take that ride. We deserve it. No more hate, no more fear. Together we'll dry each other's tears with kindness sown in every place. We'll paint the world in love's embrace. So take my hand, let's start today. Today. 'Cause that's the only way. Spread the love, let it shine like the stars that light the
That's the voice of man Kenny Blessing right there with Spread the Love. It's about 4 or 5 weeks on the countdown, going strong. Big up each and every time to Kenny Blessings. 2 songs on the countdown. That one in the number 7 position this week, y'all.
Looking really good. And this next artist also has been featured already on the countdown. It's Jay Prince again, this time with The Money Route.
Yo, dear one, dip on a pursuit of greatness, riches and wealth. But this is not just about money. It's also about all the ones you know that can move funny through money and make you feel sometime. So this is just how me feel. Them pain ya, make if you cut me you no see no blood. Some little soup the way you did that just long time. Them woulda put you down in a them mud. And if no one see me there, me not there and have love. Some little soup the way you did that just long time. Why you get rid even my slug. Sometime I have one blood, sometime I have 4. But you protect me from the wicked, them what me don't know. Me keep a Bible by me bedside from me I go. Now tell me say you love me, go see me that slow. Me see what you want do and I ignore and watch you flow. And just stay and stack the millions, yes, stack up the door. The beast they have to drop, us we go up another floor. Give me haters them something, make them chat a little more. Now they have money route, money route, money route. A time for make mommy proud. Brand new spaceship for touch it road. Come and see a new Benz of me like. So me touch it road, the money road. A time for make mommy proud. Mommy proud.
Time to make mommy proud. It's always a good time to make mommy proud. Big up to the man Jay Prince right there. Second time on the countdown for this week with The Money Route, y'all. Number 6.
Yeah, man, that song sound real good. And the next song is by an artist that is also familiar to being on the countdown. Here we have Rosh Frazier Jr. with Anthony B. Both.
Jah is our light and salvation. He's my Lord and Savior. Oh, the conquering lion is the creator. Rosh Frazier Jr. feature Anthony B. The Most High protect I and I, never let I go astray. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Although temptation comes my way, guide I from these sinful ways. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. And never you worry yourself about the time. Never you worry yourself about a thing. When you're one with Mother Nature, that's a true blessing. Protected and highly favored by the King. Fear no one. Oh, enough get confused and I run up and down. Oh, them a scream and a ball when the fire start burn. Oh, Babylon system a tumble down. Oh, whoa, Jaja protect the eye, never let I go astray. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Although temptation comes my way, guide I from these sinful ways. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's phrase of June, I set on the battlefield, we are soldier. Now watch the cut off jeans, clocks and pullover. Man a Rasta serious, we no joker. And we no baby, we no need no soda. Tell them we marching on the road to Zion. Everybody knows say Rasta a lion. And we no put we faith in a man, and the Most High alone we rely on. So we say the Most High protect I and I, never let I go astray.
Never let I go astray. Yes, indeed. Big song, big song. That is the man himself, Ras Fraser Jr. and Anthony B. Most High Protect, coming in the number 5 position this week. That one continuing to climb.
Good looks. And that's an amazing single. The next song is DeMarco. Here he is with Giddy Up.
Giddy up, 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 giddy up.
Say them hot gal and them fridge now no food. Say them hot gal and them skinny but small. Say them hot gal and them ears smell road. Say them hot gal and them can't hold the door. Say them hot as and them faces a mess. Gal pitchy patchy and the bleaching no catch. Say them a good as and the place they are red. Some gal them not have no address. I be some gal giddy up, giddy up. Mind back in the can then you giddy up, giddy up. Look back at it when you are giddy up, giddy up. Gal your body feel. Come wine for the thing. When you are giddy up, giddy up. Mind body cocky then you giddy up, giddy up. Gal you look happy when you giddy up, giddy up. Mind body thing. Gal your body thing. Say them hard gal and a hype on people.
Giddy up, 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 giddy up.
Say them hard gal and them fridge now no food. Say them hard gal and them skinny but small. Say them hard gal and them ears smell road. Say them hard gal and them can't hold the door. Say them hard as and them faces a mess. Gal pitchy patchy and the bleaching no catch. Say them a good as and the place they are red. Some gal them not have no address. I get so giddy up, giddy up. Mind back in it and then you
Giddy up, giddy up.
Look back at it when you are giddy up.
Yeah. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Big up to DeMarco with that one in the number 4 position. That one is rising fast. People are really liking that one out there.
For the good odds then. Well, we won't keep you waiting for long. The next single is by DeMarco as well, here with Black Madonna.
Yeah, I'm a hawker. Yeah, for the girl there, for the girl there. Kuya, look ya, she don't play. Catch it, bubble, okay. Sit because amigos get your own way. Me rather than I your soul and lock no corner. Good body girl, you want me Black Madonna. Inna me arms, not chop no armor. Me bad chick, you want me Black Madonna. When that time, girl, you me call for. You full of energy, electric charger. Good body girl, you wanna one on move. You a taxi charter. Are the baddest wine when me get from share. My girl are the baddest wine, make me up. Girl, I'm a shot me cheap. Wine little miss, physically fit. Wine prettiness, and no bag and split. Girl, you know you want me Black Madonna. Up in the
But she can tell me say she love the starlight. Why you never put the dripping like pipe? Change gear, maybe drift the car drive. Oh yeah, look yeah, she don't play. Catch it, bubble, okay. Sit because amigos get your own way. You want my black Madonna? Are the baddest wine when me get from share. My girl are the baddest wine, make me have girl in my shop, me cheap. Wine little miss, physically fit. Wine prettiness, and no bag and split. Girl, you know you want me black Madonna. Me rather than your zone than long no corner. Good body, girl, you want me black Madonna. Up inna me arms, not drop no armor. Me bad chick, you want me black Madonna. When that time, girl, you me call for. You full of energy, electric charger. Good body, girl, you wanna one on move. You a taxi charter.
Yeah, big up to all the black Madonnas out there every time. DeMarco doing this thing, that one holding strong in the number 3 position, I think for about the second or third week in a row. Big up to DeMarco every time, y'all.
Fast rising and sounding really good. That was the number 3 single. This next one, of course, has been on the countdown for several weeks. We're giving you Pressure Bus Pipe here at number 2, Haunted.
It's Pressure Bus Pipe. Can't believe that. Just can't believe that. Them stifle the music and we know that. But Rastafari message could not hold back. We use the music to liberate the poor blacks. Some use the music to supply the street with more glass. Oh, so much slackness are going in at the media. Can't believe how this we come to and no we that. Seems like only badness get the feedback. That's why the pressure coming in real and can over them haunted. Sweet reggae music, yeah, dead. All in Africa you see it. Real reggae music wanted. Miss enough of them haunted. Sweet reggae music, yeah, dead. Looking at me eye and you will see some and I see where the music planted. Hey, I speak from the heart and I don't care who vex. Songs now get no play if I no murder or sex. But spite come for balance it with righteousness. A spiritual fire I no come for fight flesh. Little you turn scam and nothing else now come. Government still a give the people false up. Just a knife on a mission and no joke. Me nah beg no friends and no things we no support. None for them haunted. Real reggae music, yeah, dead. All in a Europe you see it. Sweet reggae music wanted. Miss enough of them haunted. Real reggae music, yeah, dead. Looking at me eye and you will see some and I see where the music planted. Hey, them know me stay far from the mix up. Long time me said the business won't fix up. For me the music is not all about the fame. We glorify Rastafari name. Be still when the lion them a come. Better know straight fire burn. All them a take on one left eye with the crumbs. This music lift the youths them out of the slum. Can't over them haunted. Sweet reggae music, yeah.
It can't dead.
All in a Japan you will see.
No way, no how.
All in Atlanta,
living
you'll see
waters.
it. It's needed. It's wanted.
Yes, indeed. Well, it's time for us to give you the countdown rundown so we can get to our number 1 single for tonight. At number 10 is Jay Prince, Diamond Girl. Number 9 is Kenny Blessing, Peer Pressure featuring Imar Shepherd. Number 8 is Imar Shepherd, Make It. Number 7 is Kenny Blessing, Spread the Love. Number 6 is Jay Prince with The Money Route. Number 5 is Rosh Frazier Jr. featuring Anthony B, Most High Protect. Number 4 is DeMarco, Giddy Up. Number 3 is DeMarco, Black Madonna. Number 2 is Pressure Bus Pipe, Haunted. And number 1 on Atlanta's Top 10 Caribbean Countdown, it's none other than the Queen, Spice with El No.
Edited by Touch the Road.
Me and my friend, them a talk and ting. I'ma realize me now do certain thing. Feel like me out of place and think. Cause me now do them things. Me now take no. Me no boy could never. Nah, I damn be night. Run the cover. Cause me and the mockers no bapa whatever. Me no be a fuck. Say me have you walk. This me now do me now go take you back. Bust them out. Was it crazy? Why you talk on me now? Look, me not cheap, me not do it quick. Me not do it quick. Me not cheap like exercise book. Let's be very clear. No boy could have never dare. Me and my friend now, me out. Come in a man town, me not put around here. Let's be very clear. No boy could have never dare. Me and my friend now, me out. Come in a man town, me not put around here. No boy can't treat me like that. Can't walk on me like a doormat. No boy can't meet me. Can't feed me and can't that's a full stop. Oh no, no, no. For me, no, 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 no. Certain things I just won't do. Millennial or Gen Z, I don't know which one more. Me nah do no party and a boy can't get my body easy. Me know fi a fact, say me a the what. This me nah do, me nah go take it back. But now out, oh yeah, that's what no. Me nah papa, me nah go take. Was it crazy? Boy, you talk on me now. Look, me not cheap, me not do it quick. Me not do it quick. Me not cheap like exercise book. Let's be very clear. No boy could have never dare. Me and my friend now, me out. Come in a man town, me not put around here. Let's be very clear. No boy could have never dare. Me and my friend now, me out. Come in a man town, me not put around here. No boy can't treat me like that. Can't walk on me like a doormat.
There you have it, y'all. The queen is still on top. The queen is still wearing the crown, y'all. Salute to
She's laying
Spice.
down the law.
Chat about.
Keeping it spicy.
I hear there was some something happened. Something was going on with Spice and somebody who said that she needed some interpretation or on what's the show, the Housewives show, and they needed. She started speaking patois, and somebody told about needing
an
together
interpreter.
an interpreter.
She didn't give it to him
and
raw.
then yeah, you know, that kind of drama.
Big up to Spice for
don't mess
dropping
with
the
Spice.
wickedest dub this past weekend at the UK Culture Clash as well. If you
Oh,
haven't
word.
checked that out, the Red Bull Culture Clash took place this past weekend in the UK. So definitely go online and show Spice some love for playing the winning dub.
All right. Her team won, or her
Yeah.
dub was just a reason. Her team did win. Okay, big up to Spice. Big up to Spice every time. Now, we've got also some other chart-topping news. As Find Me Here, gospel crooner, recognizes chart-topping success. Gospel reggae singer and musician Sherwin Gardner received a plaque commemorating his success for his 2024 hit song Find Me Here, Blessing Find Me. Trinidadian-born entertainer was presented with a plaque by representatives of his label Tascott Records, which acknowledged 2 billion views of the song on TikTok and over 30 million global streams. Wow. Big up. Congratulations. That's big things. You know, who says that people aren't listening to gospel music and gospel music ain't doing that thing, right? I mean,
It's
that is
amazing to see the platform
outstanding.
of social media as well taking the forefront and now creating that sense of distribution for artists that would probably not get that level of promotion.
That is right. That's right. You know, and I'm loving that across the Caribbean, I'm seeing more and more gospel acts actually seem to be getting more and more notoriety. You know, and I'm seeing, especially through the social media sphere, we're seeing a lot of those artists now, you know. So big ups to everybody. You know, right here we've got Anonymous here in the ATL, one of our big gospel artists right here in the ATL. So also got to shout him out. How about if we give give a little sample to the people of this song from Sherwin Gardner. Okay, everybody. Hey, be blessed, everybody. Be blessed.
Something good gonna happen in this year, and I am grateful that I made it here. Yesterday's gone, and a new day has appeared, and I am grateful that I made it here. Blessings gonna find me here. Oh yeah. Favor gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss say money gonna find me here. Blessings gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Round and round, these seasons I've been facing, but this year, your blessings I'm embracing. Hey, healing have to come my way. Blessings have to come my way. Winning, we winning and we here to stay. Is the blessings me say will find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Big success. Bigger, Trinidadian born artists doing some big things out there in the world of gospel music. All right, he's on the Billboard Hot Gospel Songs charts as well. So I mean, more success to him. And while we're speaking about gospel artists, all right, this is one of young ladies who has, when you see her, she's such a petite, tiny body, but just such a big, huge voice. Lady the Flame has released some new music, and this is a definite inspirational song. Her new single, "You Can Do It." And I love how there's just so much positivity right now in the music. People are saying the right things, the right messages, because it's so needed right now. And she says that her goal is to make feel-good music that stands the test of time, while sending shockwaves of positive vibes to all who listen. So big up Lady the Flame. Let's give them a little sample of this one. You Can Do It.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. When life comes at you, just like a storm, and you're feeling like you're working for so long, and your dreams seem to be far gone. Well, hold on, my friend, until the end. You are sure to get through this once again. And we all got problems, and we all got tests, and life comes with challenges just to bring out your best. And it may seem like you're far behind the race, but hold on, my friend, until the end. You are sure to get through this once again. We'll get through it. You will get through it. Yes, you can do it. Yes, you can. You will get through it. Yes, you can do it. Yes, you can. Hold on, my friend, until the end. You are sure to get through this once again.
That's the voice of Lady the Flame, y'all. You can do it. Big music. It's all about positive messages. It's all about the motivational music. I love it. I told you, she's got a big voice, y'all. She's got a big voice. Big up to Lady the Flame every time. Make sure y'all go out there and stream this one. Support good music, y'all. What y'all think about that, Lady Laleebella?
I'm feeling it. I love to hear the women out there sharing their voice and letting it be heard, and such a positive message as well. I love the motivational spirit behind You Can Do It, and of course for the women empowerment.
Hey, yeah, and so you can get up and dance, yeah. I mean, I love it. So, Dancehall Week, as we wrapped up Reggae Month, which included Dancehall Week, celebrating in Jamaica. There was a little bit of controversy, says the CEO
They did
of
get a
the
pushback,
Brewers.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yes, it looks like Dave Goldson, who is the CEO of Dancehall Week, was disgruntled after JCF, that's Jamaica's constabulary force, the police force, was handling the street parade with uh, a note of classism and what he felt like was also marginalization. he stated that they got a bit of a fight and were later told once that they would have to push back their event, and then was told that they could not parade past 6 o'clock p.m.
Yeah,
He
it
noted that
seems very strange. Very, very
mhm,
strange.
especially in light of, like you said, all of the Reggae Month events, and the Dance Hall Week is right there at the beginning of March. So it's just, it seems like it should be warranted. They had the upper hand in knowing when and what the event was going to be, where it was going to take place. But of course, the powers that be
Yeah. It seemed
decided
like
to
a
step
switch
in.
up. Yeah, because initially from his reporting, he said he was they knew the route and he was given permission for a certain time, which I believe was 5 to 8. And then in a subsequent follow-up meeting a couple months later, after advertising had already started to promote the event, then being told that there's a law that prohibits any parades in Jamaica past 6 p.m. So there's supposed to be no parades between 6 a.m. and between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. All right, so you can't have a parade at night. Okay.
I haven't heard anything so ludicrous since curfew was
Yeah.
imposed during
Uh,
COVID.
yeah. So anyway, I do hope that I think he should go and speak to Minister Grange. I think Mama Babsy would take care of it.
She'll sort it out. Absolutely. I agree. And maybe something can happen Carnival Week coming up in April.
Yeah. She is for the culture. We know this. All right. What else do we have going on this week? There was so much going on. So Rihanna says that Guyana has the best food in the world. There was a lot of social media buzz this week regarding this.
I think it's interesting because to me, Guyanese food is very Indian influenced. And when I mean Indian, I don't necessarily mean West Indian, although it does have some of those elements. Mostly East Indian flavorings, curry and roti and
You say that as if it's
doubles.
it's disqualifying. You say that as
Well, the I think what's important here is she said in the world, so this is
uh-huh.
her personal preference
Right.
towards seasonings and foods, which nothing wrong with that. But
Okay.
we all know said Jamaica worldwide is the most recognized food from the region and is known for its flavorful punch, great meat selections, and amazing rice and peas.
Now, I saw a very interesting list. Somebody was naming off the 5 top places for curry in the Caribbean,
Mhm,
right? Now, as far as I know, right, the list should only have 3. I don't know why he got all the way to 5, okay? But my problem with the list, yeah, was, I gotta say, I can't say that I even have ever tasted curry chicken from Barbados. Okay,
Oh,
and
Bayesian chicken.
yeah,
Okay.
curry chicken at that, right? So I said to myself, where in the world have I ever been and seen a Bayesian restaurant, a Bayesian food store?
Mm.
It does not exist.
Well, we have to also give big up to all the moms in the kitchen at home cooking it up, because the fireside can still go on in your yard,
They
right?
cook at home there, but I'm saying when you talk about best food in the world, right? And or best curry, and you are trying to make a list, yeah. It should be. I would think you would have a cuisine that was more widely sought after by others outside of the country, right? So if Mama cooking, hey. Big up to all the Bayesian mommies cooking for their Bayesian kids. All right, they gonna love the food. All right, I'm not saying it's bad food. I'm just saying I've not seen that entity
Bayesian curry.
Bayesian curry, Bayesian food. Where you gonna say, yo, give me a Bayesian I'm sorry. Yo, big up to my Bayesian family. I got a lot of Bayesian cousins.
I have to give it to Guyana though, even though they're not my personal favorite. I have to say that they have a wide range of food that is, complimentary of not only the Afro Caribbean, but also
Yes.
the Indo Caribbean
Yes.
and, all
And
the
when
indigenous alike.
when you enter a curry conversation, yes, you're gonna go to where the East Indians are, okay? So that's why you have
Yes,
a conversation about Guyana, about
yes,
Trinidad, and about Jamaica,
yes,
right? There's
yes,
the
yes.
most populated Indian populations in the Caribbean, right? It only makes
Correct.
sense, right?
This is
It
true.
only makes sense,
This is
right?
true.
So we can't knock
So
Guyana for the.
Rihanna was close, but I
Uh,
think I'm closer with Shensia with Jamaica. I'm just gonna say Jamaica.
to each their own, right? As long as it's well cooked and flavorful, I will partake. That's no problem. As long as it's ital, we good.
Where's the best place you've tried food before?
My mama cooking is the best. All right,
You
that
better.
whatever my mama cook, yeah,
Good
that's the
answer.
best. That's the best right there. Okay, so yeah. So that was the buzz on the internet this week as people were standing up for their cuisines and big up to everybody out there. We're gonna have a cook off one day. We need to do that. We'll line that up. We're gonna bring
Definitely
in
gonna.
representation from each island and we'll have a little cook off.
Yes, yes. Pick up on ourselves. Share in the chat what's your favorite yard recipe or island recipe or recipe at all if you have a
Right,
recipe.
right. Listen,
What does it taste like? What does it look like? The flavors. We want to know.
they have Trinidadian restaurant, yeah,
Hmm.
right.
Hmm.
Jamaica restaurants. You got Haitian
Hmm.
restaurants. Okay.
Yes.
So far, I just never seen the Bayesian. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
a Cuban restaurants,
Saint Vincent,
Dominican
Saint Vincent.
restaurants.
I'm never. But let me not get in trouble. I'm just saying. I'm just things that I've personally not observed. All right. I'm not saying anything bad about anybody's cooking. All right. Make sure that's clear. Right. No beating man to the situation.
Or Maja hype. Sure.
Yeah. Joy Reid. Joy Reid's show was canceled, y'all. Boy.
They're giving a woman a hard time. I think that this DEI is really cutting into not only the workplace, but the press. Joy Ann M. Lomina Reid is an American political commentator and television host. She was a national correspondent for MSNBC and is best known for hosting the political commentary program The Read Out from 2020 to 2025. The Black Anther Anchor's 7 p.m. show was abruptly canceled late last month as a part of a wider shakeup, which also saw a series of non white anchors stripped from their shows by the liberal leaning network. MSNBC's leaders have avoided to say why Read at 56 was canceled and declined to comment to the Daily Beast. But the Beast has obtained the audience ratings compiled by Nielsen, which are used by news networks to assess their success, which shows no signs of why Reid was experiencing an audience plunge out of line with her MSNBC co stars. In fact, she and all of the other primetime lineups were on a upswing in February.
So
That's kind of ironic.
Joy Reid, big up yourself every time. She has Guyanese heritage. Brooklyn born, but Guyanese. Yeah. So we claiming her.
Awesome.
And there was very, very, very little representation for
Mm,
black females in any of the major news programs on any of the major networks. So this is really an
unfortunate.
attack at not just
Marginalization.
yeah, yeah.
It's Women's Month. Yeah. What's going on?
Exactly. I know quite a few Guyanese were up in arms and ready to defend their girl. Don't ramp. It was ready.
No.
But big up to Joy Reid. I did always enjoy her programming, and I know that she is going to land in a better situation. Build your own, Miss Reid. Build your own. Build your own. Yeah. APAP Media has got room for you, Joy Reid. If you would like, please just reach out. We got a slot right here on air for you. All right. I tell you, it's the best in town. I think she lived in New York. Yeah. She needs to come to ATL.
Absolutely.
We can bring a remote. We can bring it. We can. Yeah. We can. Right. Yeah. We got Lady Laleebella remote tonight. We can do Joy remote. All right.
Absolutely.
So have your people reach out to our people. Okay.
We'll set up something. We'll set up something.
All right. What else do we
Well,
have?
another wonderful light to shed on the passing. Uh, Joe Mersa's daughter is commemorating her father's, the late singer's, birthday with a concert in midst of the emotional performance celebrating the life of brother Joe Mersa Marley. Johan Marley, welcome to the stage Joe Mersa's daughter, Sunshine, for a special tribute. The two performed a fittingly titled song, Sunshine, which was released in 2014 on Joe Mersa's Comfortable EP. Hey guys, sing the words with us, the 9-year-old shouted boldly before she and her uncle put on a stellar performance. This was to celebrate his life and legacy. The Marley family hosts an annual celebration marking the anniversary of his birth and inviting several notable members of the family to be a part of the event. We worked on the track some years ago. Actually, a mutual friend of ours, Kabaka Pyramid, had introduced us maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And the attention was set from then to do a collaboration. And so we did. And this is Reese, the collaborator and producer of the single,
Hey,
mentioning fondly his memories of Joe Mersa.
yeah, it was a great turnout. Spragga Benz, boys. There's so many artists. Of course, all the Marleys, and the Marley children, and the Marley grandchildren, and the Marley cousins, and the Marley were all out. And everybody, it was a good, joyful gathering. Kabaka Pyramid, Chronics, Skip Marley, a lot of folks were out. And a good time was had by all as it was a tribute to a great. I just can't believe that it's been like so much years already. It seems like just the other day, remember the news breaking of Joe Mersa being found, with and everybody speculating, a lot of speculation around the causes of his death and all of that. But asthma turned out to be the cause. So rest in power, Joe Mersa Marley.
Absolutely prolific artist. I remember fondly him coming to Atlanta for one of his only performances here, and it just being a good show, and him being just so receptive with the crowd and also engaging, interactive with the crowd, taking pictures. So bless up and rest up, Joe Mersa.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Now, when we're mentioning happenings around town, I did forget to put up a reminder for everybody to go back and make sure you are lining up and signing up for the Walk, Wine, Run 5K and International Food Festival. Goes down on May 3rd, 2025. All right, the walk starts at 9 a.m. in Piedmont Park. And you're going to go and have a great time celebrating fitness, getting good entertainment in there, and sampling the great food across the Caribbean. And that day we will determine who has the best curry chicken in All right.
Why not?
Yes. And we maybe we'll do two categories. We'll do a category for curry chicken and another category for chicken curry.
What?
Right.
I love it. I love
Right.
it.
A rice and peas, I'll do a peas and rice
Inclusion.
one, right? We do one competition for rice and peas and one competition for peas and rice. All right? It's a different thing, folks. It's a different thing. But it's a different thing. Right? It's not the same thing. Okay? Yeah, your chicken curry and your curry chicken is not the same thing. All right. People have been arguing over it for a little while about which one is correct. And it's not that one is wrong. It's just two separate, totally different
It's
things.
just exactly,
You know?
exactly. And there's nothing wrong with that,
No.
it's a representation of why the Caribbean is such a diverse place.
You
Because something just as minor as that can cause such a stir up,
all right, So stir it up and make it bubble up and overflow the pot. All of these things, yeah. So
And make sure to work it off with the wine, walk and run.
see, perfect. It's all you burn the calories and then you gotta build back. Yeah, the food is gonna be right there. It's all strategic. It's all strategic.
It's all, see, I see what you're seeing. I see what you're seeing.
All right, we're almost at the end of the show. Boy, I tell you, it's been a great program. Big ups to Father Jinx and the Reggaematic crew for passing through. Listen, we're gonna end a little bit on some high energy because it's about party. Yeah. It's about party. This is Michelle Montano. He's the king of soca. This is the road mix.
Let we start it by the truck, by the
Get him a little power.
by the truck, by the truck, by the truck. Let we start it by the truck. Hand in the air, hand in the air, hand in the air. Hand in the air, hand in the air, hand in the air.
So I could whisper in she ear. I'm looking for it. When the body's right now inside of ya. Way yo, as I find you is walking up. Way yo, need a bumper to rough it up. Way yo, come to get you not popular. Way yo, hard as jam how you balling up.
And so, that's stopping anything. I just hope you could focus. I'm a instructor.
I can see you into your fitness. I will put you down on the hit list. When I come to slim down that thickness. When you're bending down, I see witness. Oh, gee, I never went to that gym before. Up, down, you thought you never went to that gym before. Up, down.
Boy, I want you to know my bumper. I don't spot it to any number. Take cool me down with the water. Just stuff it up like it's number. I want you to fix my body good. I want you to walk me like you should. Walk me like you should.
Bend down, go down, go down. Bend down, go down, go down. Bend down, ding down, go down.
You see that girl there? Yeah, she bad, you know. And I hear she getting from she mother. Somebody call the undertaker.
the corner is my bed. People all I wonder if me dead.
You know she say rum, bustin' on me, bustin' on me, rum, bustin' on me, bustin' on me,
more rum, white rum, brown rum, any rum. Are you in? What a thing. Lady Laleebella, we've gotten to the end of another show.
Absolutely. And we're going to give them the birthdays and then call it a night?
Yeah. Happy birthday to all you birthday people. What birthday season is it now?
It is now the season for Pisceans.
Pisces. Yeah. Big up to the Pisces people. Yeah. So Tony Materon's birthday was yesterday. I remember that one off the top of my head. So shout out to the mentally ill, Tony Materon. Today, Kevin Ware and El General celebrate birthdays.
Yes, and on the 12th, Joe Mercer Marley and Don Drummond.
On the 13th, Bird Villain.
On the 15th, the beautiful Nadine Sutherland
I
celebrating
just
her birthday.
saw her advertised as the lead artist for the Alabama Carnival. So
Amazing.
Yeah,
They
Kenny
couldn't
Bless
have
is
picked a
also going
better
to be on that show.
spokesperson.
I'm saying, though, big up to
Awesome.
Alabama for that one every time. Yeah, Nadine doing her thing still, y'all.
On the 16th, we have Natural Black, Mr. Mortimer Softly. And on the 17th,
And
Hollow
the
Point.
17th, Hollow Point. So there you have it, folks. A happy birthday to anybody else celebrating the birthday out there. Yeah. Folks, please remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all right? And share it to your friends. Thank you, as always,
Spread
for
the
tuning
love,
in.
Let it shine.
Oh, just like that.
Spread the love.
Spread the love. Kenny Blessings, I told you, spread the love. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back next week, same time, same place. God bless you. All right, stay good.
Out inna the road, I beat some liquor with my friend. Instead, I got them mash up.
APAC Radio. Keep it locked. From yard to the street.